So far in this HTML curriculum, we have covered a lot of tags, but all the tags so far were being appeared in their default properties. For example, when I am putting a body tag, the background of that body is white. Maybe I would like to change the color of that background. Similarly, when I am showing the heading, I want to change the alignment of that particular heading. So we can do all those things by putting the attributes to our tag. Basically, all the HTML tags has some attributes along with a default value. But if you don't want to change the default value, you can omit writing those attribute names. But now we are going to see about the attributes as well. So it's used to define the characteristics of an element, like how you are going to show the particular HTML element or a tag. Is placed inside the opening tag, means by the time you will, like, we have the couple of things like opening tag and closing tag. So when you pass the opening tag, inside that you will mention the attributes followed by the value. So that will be made up of two parts, the name and value, means the name of the attribute and its value. For example, if body is my tag, I want to change the background color, so BG color is my attribute, and red, maybe I want to make it red background, so red is the value. So let's see, here's an example also. So like the same example, HTML head, title, body, and then inside that you can see body, BG color, tan. Alright, so I want to change the background color to tan and the alignment of this heading to right. So these are the attributes followed by the values. So let's see how to use the different attributes for the different tags in this practical example.
So now if I want to use some of the attributes with our existing HTML elements, what I'll do, as here we have already learned about h1 tag, I'll start putting some attributes. Most of the attributes nowadays, as I said, will be coming through the CSS, but here we'll not cover CSS, but we'll try to put the attributes by a basic HTML itself. So here what I'll do, I'll put an attribute called align, and here I will say center. As in the previous video when we were covering some of the basic elements, we saw the center tag, but that was doing the alignment center for everything which is existing between those center tags. But this is particularly for the first h1, so it will only be applicable for the first tag only. So you will see now its alignment is center. Similarly, if I'll use the same align attribute with the another tag, that is h2, and here I will say right. So this is the element, attribute and the value. When I'll refresh it, you can see this heading is now have alignment right. And since we have the default value, every element has some attributes and every attribute has the default value. So for here we, as we were seeing, that the default alignment for h1 or for any heading is left. So if I'll put the default value, it will not be affected anyhow. So now onwards, whichever tag we will start learning about would be having some attributes followed by few values. For example, as we have discussed about the horizontal line, that is HR, that was used to put this horizontal line. But if I want to change some of the things in that default HR, I will again use the attributes, like width is the attribute, and here I will say 50%. That means the 50% of the complete width will be assigned to this HR. As you can see, the default alignment for this HR is center. So if you want to make changes, you can simply say align is equal to left. Just put that inside the quotes. And now this is having the left alignment. Alright, so but I'll remove this for now. So if you say height, I will say height in pixels only. So I'll say, let's say 10 pixels. In case you want to change the color of this HR, I'll use the attribute color and we'll say red. Alright, so these are all the things which you can use for making the changes in default appearance of any HTML tag.